Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lost in strip, if I see it, I cop it. I'm not kid, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it. We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lost in strip, if I see it, I cop it. I'm not kid, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it.
Yeah, if I see it, I cop it. Running through stores, if I see it, I rock it. Yeah, girl, if you see it, I got it. Run it up more, we need all the profit. 100 racks back up in summer 16. Spent that whole bag on a whole summer dream. Life's complicated, no Avril Lavigne. Copped a new condo to blow us some steam. All these rappers just rapping in triplets. Pushing that product, just got a new shipment. Pushing that roll 50 over the limit. Cushion that blow, I don't get why they with it. We at the top and we throwing the game. All All of these peasants will know of my name. All of these blessings, we staying the same. The drip is fluorescent, I'm going insane. Royal genetics all up in my veins. Back me a real one and gave her my name. All of these issues, but no one to blame. Praying that God will just show me the way. Changing the game, got the source code, and I'm off-road and my horses go skirt. One in the same day, of course, no, we in first, yo, all my niggas, we were. Fake in the fame, but we all know, cause the source told all you niggas just learn. Talking and saying y'all pseudo, and it's true though, y'all just popping them perks. Taking the stage, got a few shows, let the crew know it's a clouse in the dirt. I am the king and it's my throne, y'all are kind though, they keep calling me Zerx.
Be at the top if I see it, I cop it. All this guap if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip if I see it, I cop it. Lots of strip if I see it, I cop it. I'm that kid if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid if I see it, I cop it. We at the top if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip if I see it, I cop it. Lots of strip if I see it, I cop it. I'm that kid if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid if I see it, I cop it.
We only got one life, I'ma get that. If you with that, do not sit back and just wish that you had it. Despite all your witchcraft and your riffraff, this is my gift and you wish that you had it. Tonight gonna bump trap, gonna thump that. Drums in the back and you know that we have it. Girls like where the one at, need to run back. Flee from these niggas, you know that they savage. They acting macho like they Randy Savage. They call me Pablo, the kingpin is at it. I am Apollo, you Rocky, I've had it. Y'all can just follow cause niggas is slacking. I am Jack Sparrow, my verses is cracking. I am the ghost and you rappers is Pac-Man. Out in the coast and I'm getting more blacking. Y'all acting hairy, I'm grabbing the waxing.
Top if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip if I see it, I cop it. Lobster and shrimp if I see it, I cop it. I am that kid if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid if I see it, I cop it.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Ho, 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 you lazy beesh. You better go, go, go to the fucking gym. Fucking people.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
We are live for a Christmas Merry Swolemas special. So drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Welcome to the show. We have a great Swole card. No puppers here today, but we have a Merry Swolemas Swole card right there. So you could drop that hashtag in the comments down below and we will give that. We will see if you have earned it, if you can earn the Swole card, and we'll play a little game later. Let's play a game so you could win today's Swole card. Hashtag Merry Swolemas. That being said, let's get into that tip.
Just an inch. Just an inch.
It's cold outside. Merch of the day. Let's see what we got here. Where is my merch of the day picture?
What's in the box?
We got one from, I don't know who the fuck this is from because it was not provided to me. But we have some Hell Yes. And of course, one of those lovely, lovely jacked beaches in the background is rocking the Santa Swolio is coming to town. Based. Love it. Go and check it out. papaswolio.com. We still have buy one, get one 50%. I know tomorrow is Christmas. So if you didn't get those gifts, you can also check out the gift cards over at papaswolio.com. And the person that you are bequeathing, I suppose, the gift card to can go and purchase their own awesome merch. So good shirt, good design. Today I'm rocking the Let It Grow sweatshirt. And of course we got the Back to the Fucking Gym flag in the background. Don't forget those flags. Don't be sleeping on the flags. Let's get into some Swole Fam posts. We got this one from Ben, and we have another one from Tanya. I'm not sure if it was earlier or later than yesterday's post, but we got some little extra follow-up. Of course, Tanya crushing it and was sharing that story yesterday if you missed yesterday's episode. Ben says the biceps are growing and the gut is shrinking. That's what we like to see. Time to go down a shirt size, Merry Swolemas, and go to the fucking gym. Indeed.
He's on fire!
I Heart Gym. Great merch, great gains, great progress. Ben, keep it up. We love to hear it. We got this one from Tanya. Again, I'm not sure if it was earlier or later than yesterday's post. But Tanya says, hey fam, small win for me today. I managed to set up the cold plunge in the corner of my gym. The numbness in my arm is slowly going away, but I'm suffering a lot of side effects from the medications that I'm on. A lot of bone pain, uneasy stomach, brain fog, and huge appetite. I can't sleep for more than 4 hours a night. My focus has been recovery, going on slow hikes, Swollen 7, meditation, and being outside. Reevaluating my surroundings right now for the next week. The goal is to go through my stuff, throw out all the chemicals, plastics, and artificial textiles lingering in my house. Stay strong, fam, and keep up the good work. Get it. Getting it done no matter what. Listen to yesterday's episode. Even when you have shit going the opposite direction for you, Tanya's still pushing on. Now, we have some Rate My Meal that we're going to get into. All right, we'll take some questions in the Knowledge Cock portion when we get to it. Again, if you're interested in checking out the Swole Fam, check out those specials, swolenormousx.com. Let's get into the Rate My Meal. All right, first one, what do we got?
What's in the box?
We don't know. Let's see what we got here. Rate your meal. Dark chocolate espresso affogato. 45% cocoa, which means no chocolate. Generous chunks of rich dark chocolate with soft coffee flavored jelly and a coffee flavored cream. So 45% cocoa, 55% sugar. So yeah, that's garbage.
What the fuck is that?
That's shit. Big old pile. But hey. That better not be on your plate. That's not a meal. Fuck out of here. Genevieve Campana. Papa Swolio. Uh-oh. Well, this was my cheat meal, but I dished it up for my dad. My portions were much smaller. So what is that? Pasta? Yeah, you're getting another one.
What the fuck is that?
Is that like corn on the cob that you're supposed to, but it's like a small chunk of it, so you have to kind of like gnaw on it? Are those mushrooms or is that beef? That looks really hard to eat. That doesn't look like a cheat meal. That just looks like an uncomfortably complicated meal. Just saying. That doesn't look like a cheat meal per se. Because there's really no such thing. There's eating good foods and there's eating crap. There's really no cheat meals because you're just eating garbage or you're eating good stuff. That just looks tough to eat. That just looks complicated to eat. You can't eat, you have to eat the corn with your hand, and then you're trying to stab the pasta, you know, and those roll off the fork, and like that fork looks too small. That fork looks like it has 3 prongs. It's not even a adult-sized fork. That's like an olive fork. How are you eating this? What is happening? What is happening here? This is confusing. Is that ham chunks or are those sausage? I feel like you were confused about what to put in this and then just put random things. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, there's no easy way to eat that. You stab it. You can't scoop it. You have to eat some of it with your hand. Like, the corn on the cob is just inconvenient enough so you can't eat it at all. I can't, like, eat that nub. And then if you're trying to eat it off the fork, you're trying not to break your tooth on the fork or something. Plus, it's corn, so it doesn't taste like anything unless you slather butter all over it, and then you're just eating crunchy butter. All right. We'll move on. We have some food that, man, assault on my senses. Let's see here. We got some toast. Questionable resources. Got an omelet. I like the yellow. I like the yellow. We got some yolk in that. And there's all sorts of stuff in there. So, spinach and all that stuff, of course. People have to put spinach. People have to put spinach in their fucking eggs, right? You can't have an omelet without putting something green in there. I really do think this is like the color compulsion. People feel like it's yellow, so I have to add some green. They're accessorizing their omelets. People accessorize their food. Well, I need to add some red here too. If there's green, green goes with red. So I can put some red in there. You could just eat the fucking eggs. Did you know that? You can just have the eggs. Did you know that? Did you know you could just eat the egg? Yeah. You don't have to put leaves on it. You could just eat the egg. You don't have to make a salad omelet. You can just eat the eggs. You can just eat the eggs. You don't have to make an omelet, actually. You can just eat the eggs. You don't need to put anything in the eggs. Did you know that? You can just have the egg. That's the meal. Believe it or not, it's a complete meal, an egg. The more you know. Yeah, you got to eat every color. And then the fruit, we got like 3 pieces or 4 pieces of cantaloupe, which is always not good. I have nothing against cantaloupe, but good luck finding a good one. And honeydew is even harder. A good honeydew is amazing, but it's hard to get a good one. Same thing with cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is much harder to get one that tastes good. Honeydew is either great or it's meh. Cantaloupe is like, even when it's great, it's like, honeydew when it's good, it's really good. So good luck with that. I hope it tasted good. Rolling the dice on those melons. It's hard. It's hard to get a good one sometimes. And there's something red on it. I don't know what that is. Anyway, pretty good meal. Pretty good meal. Hope it works out for you. I wish you the best. Hopefully the bread doesn't jack your, get some sourdough, get some quality breads. Don't be eating Arnold or granola and stuff like that. So quality matters. Quality matters. So nothing wrong with that plate except for a couple preferences from me. But that's why I'm rating the meal. And on that, that's why I'm rating the meal. I'm rating it. I'm not eating it. So that's why it's rate my meal. I'm not, I'm making what you're making. No, I'm not doing that. Homie, don't play. All right. Monem, more problems. All right. Bunt loaf. We got a lot of consonants that are not being used. So we got NEGM, we got BUNDT. We're just throwing around consonants. We're just throwing in extra letters just because we're better than you. We don't even pronounce them. We're so well off in our culture. We just put letters in that aren't even used. How about that? I think that's what it is. It's a superiority thing. You just add letters. We don't even pronounce them. We just have extra letters. We have such abundance. Bunt loaf. Meatloaf, but in a bunt shape. Not selling it to me. This is a pitch. The rate my meal, that's a pitch. So what you need to do when you provide me with these things, it's a pitch deck. Right? I'm a VC. Sell me your meal. Remember Wolf of Wall Street? Sell me this pen. How about this? It should be like that. Sell me this meal. Hey, sell me this pen. Sell it to me. Sell it to me. Make me want to eat it. Make me want to eat it. Convince me that this belongs in a stomach. Meatloaf, but in a bunt shape. I don't know what that means. I've never been like, you know what? This meat looks really good, but only if it was bunt. Not burnt, but like bunt. It needs to be round. I want steak in the round. You look at the type of steak. What is it? This is round eye. It's like, I want it to be literally round. I want a square steak. I want a rectangular steak. I want a bunt. You know what would really be delicious? If this steak looked like a cake. All right, I'll stop there. Bun shape with air frites. Frites. I mean, it looks like potatoes. As I like to call potatoes in the air fryer. So, convection, right? And corn in the hole. Corn.
You lose.
And corn in the hole, ... Yes, I did. That's a flex, right? And corn. So no, So someone brought to you corn on the cob and you're like, no, I'm going to do corn in the hole. You know where this corn would be really great? It'd be great in the hole. Hey, let's make this steak a circle. I want the steak to look like a cake or a donut. Yeah, but there's empty space in the center. It didn't have to be. You decided to make the meat look like a cake. What's this hole doing there? I don't know. Let's put some corn in it. You could put mashed potatoes. Could have put some potatoes in there. Could have put some butter in there and just had butter in the center. Like a little container, right? And a little butter. You put just corn in it. Dude. Meatloaf. And what's meatloaf? What is meatloaf? Like, what are you putting in that? So the meat, okay, if it's grass-fed meat, okay, meat, potatoes, nothing wrong with it. Corn, get off my plate. I don't know what's on top of that. Is that barbecue sauce or whatever? But what else are you putting in the meat? What makes it a loaf? You putting bread in the, like, what's in the meat? Yeah, Reed says he used cottage cheese as the meat binder. Probably. Yes, you did. Mo, you did. We see that you did. Yes, you did. You shouldn't have, but you did. So let's put it that way. It's ground beef and breadcrumbs. Yeah, you don't, that's, why? Look, you're having potatoes. You're putting your carbs in the, if you're putting bread in the meat, it's like, there's your carbs, dog. You don't need potatoes on top of that. Just have the meat and potatoes. This, you know, I look at this and I don't care if Mo liked it. Cool. I don't have to eat it. But I'm just looking, that could have been a steak. You know, I look at that. I look at the beef and I think that could have been burgers. That could have been a ribeye. That could have been a steak. It was a steak. It could have stayed a steak. It could have been beef. The bunt cake is like, I could have been steak. I could have been somebody. I could have been steak. I could have been on a better platter. I could have been on, I didn't have to be on a platter. I could have been a steak. I could have been an entree. Instead of I could have been a contender. I could have been on a platter. I could have been, I didn't have to be on a platter. I could have been an entree. I could have been an entree. All right, Mo. Enjoy that steak cake with corn and bread. Or whatever the fuck you eat. All right, Paul. Paul Leal. I think we'll call you Pauline. But I don't know.
What's in the box?
Hey, it's a good ending. It's a good ending. It's not steak. We got avocado. We got some over easy eggs with the yolk appreciated on bread. All right. And then we have a side of vegetables. So, okay, side of vegetables. AKA chicken. All right. See, that's a weird mix. This is interesting what people eat. So I look at this. Why do you have the chicken there? You don't need the chicken. Like, that's a meal, dude. You're eating that? You're not full after having all that avocado, 2 eggs. That's impressive. I would just had 3 of them. I would just had another egg with avocado. Just put another egg on the side and all that chicken. All right. All right. Interesting mix. I would just had I would have just kept it. I would have just kept the theme. People just mix all sorts of things together. Okay. All right. People eat. This is like Bill Cosby. Remember when he was doing Kids Say the Darndest Things? You know, until he went to prison or whatever. That's what I should do. That's what this show should be. It should be people eat the darndest things. Maybe that's what we'll change the segment to instead of rate my meal. People eat the darndest things. How about that? Should we do it? Should I do like an intro? What are you eating today? And I'm looking at like a person. They're like, well, I had beef and then I decided to make it into a cake. And I'm just sitting here like, And when did you find out that you were retarded? I made it a cake instead. Why? People eat the darndest food. That's it. And it's just me just being like, okay, that's an interesting combination. And a lot of times you notice with these meals, got all this hair all over me. What's interesting is a lot of times these meals it's not the foods themselves. It's not like the food, oh my God, chicken is the worst thing you can eat. It's not. I have chicken once in a while. It's just interesting, the combinations of people, right? They just combine things like, wow, I would never eat that together. I'm sure I probably eat something that someone else would be like, ew, I wouldn't eat that together, which is fair. I'm not, we're having fun. Again, these are things that people have already eaten and consumed. And if it works for them, so when I'm criticizing vegetables and stuff, they just don't work for me. They burn my tongue, the oxalates, and they make me feel bloated. And I don't like the taste. It's just not worth it for me to consume. And I feel great without them. It's not that I would never have any kind of vegetables, but it's also how you prepare them. Sometimes people eat things raw and they have problems. You could saute it or pressure cook it, or you're making a stew and you want to put some of those things, they kind of break down, right? Some of the vegetables you put in, they'll break down, and then you get like the sugars and stuff and the flavor, but you don't actually, you're not chewing them because they're soft so it's all right. You want to put onions or whatever the hell you put in. If it feels good for you and you like it, then it's fine. But a lot of times how you prepare the food and the combinations sometimes the combination is what fucks people up. It's not so much the ingredient, it's the combination of eating these two things together, and then your stomach gets distressed, but then you prepare it differently or you separate when you eat them. It can change everything, right? The timing and everything like that. All right. Knowledge cock time. So let's go. Drop your questions in the comments. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole if you got live questions. What's on your plate? Yeah, see, the street interviews would be great if you walk up to people at outside cafes and stuff. Hey, what's on your plate? I just don't want to do that. Always good ideas. I have a lot of good ideas. But some of these ideas, it's like, cool, that's a cool idea, but I don't want to do it. That's what's great with AI. I could do these ideas and I can make a video of me on the street doing an interview and X, Y, and Z, and I don't actually have to do it. So bonus. All right.
What's in the box?
Fyly, Fyly, monovartum. Viriverto. Monovartum. All right, Papa Swolio, what percentage of calorie deficit would you recommend for cutting? Very light, couple hundred calories, or even maintenance. To be honest, most people think that they have to eat in a surplus to build muscle. You don't, but as you build more muscle over time, you gradually, slowly increase your consumption to maintain your lean mass. So people overconsume calories, or oftentimes overconsume calories, of course, but they overconsume protein, and they're not utilizing the stores on their body. So if you're getting stronger, you could be building muscle over time. Muscle building takes a long time. You're not putting on a couple pounds a month. You might do that maybe at your peak in like your initial newbie gains, but you're not building pounds of muscle every month. You might build like very, a few grams. Like you're not building a lot of muscle, especially once you get more exposed to training and you build over time, you're more advanced. So in terms of cutting down, meaning losing body fat, you don't want to lose muscle, right? So you have to maintain your strength, adjust your training, and it should be a very, very slight deficit, if at all. Just adjust your carbohydrates. Just eat a little bit less carbohydrates and keep your calories around what you maintain wherever you can still perform well. And if you start to see your performance drop, then up the carbohydrates and then maintain it for a little bit and let your body readjust and recomp where you're at. I just don't like getting over obsessed with it. This is why I say when you weigh yourself, you should do it once a week at the most, maybe once every 2 weeks, first thing in the morning after you go to the bathroom, pee and poo, and then just get an idea of where you're at, because bottom line, the most important thing you should be tracking is your strength. If you want to be building muscle, and if you see your strength dropping over time, yeah, you're probably cutting too many carbs, you're exhausting yourself, you're cutting too many calories or whatever it is. So it's not about a percentage. It really is just kind of meeting yourself where you are with your expenditure and making sure that you're maintaining or increasing your strength. So you really don't need, people do a 500 or 1,000 calorie deficit. That's insane. You crash out really hard, you lose muscle and fat, you get weak, and then you just gain it all right back with fat and water. People cut carbs and then they lose water weight, and they eat carbs again, they gain the water weight, and that's why they fluctuate all the time. Naomi Simmons, 35. What do you do with your downtime? I don't have downtime. The same reason I don't have cheat meals. I don't classify things like that. I'll eat what I want, but I make good choices. And I don't have downtime. I just have time. And this is why people fall off their schedules, because they separate their time. They look for balance with different things. Like, okay, I'm going to do this really hard, and then I'm going to shift. And then when their schedule changes slightly, everything falls apart. So you don't have downtime. You have time. How are you using your time? What are you doing with your time, period? So I'm outside all the time. I do work. I'm always thinking of ideas and always executing. My brain's always going. So butterfly gardening, walking the dogs, reading, watching movies, exercising. Like I just out in the sun, reading, listening to a podcast. I'm doing all sorts of things. So I integrate everything together. I don't like to separate them psychologically because that's where people have issues. They segment different aspects of their life and then they're stressed and different. Combine it all. Combine it all. You don't have to label things like that. It's just time. It's just time. Taylor Heath 99. Hey Papa Swole, what are your thoughts on elk meat? I think I've had elk before. It's good. Anything quality, fresh, healthy is going to taste delicious. So wild game, as long as you prepare it properly. Obviously, organ meats and game meats taste differently, so it might be an acquired taste, but you also have to know how to cook. So things are going to taste like shit if you don't know how to cook. So don't judge. If you don't know how to cook a steak and you're like, I don't like steak, it tasted bad. Chances are you didn't know how to cook properly or you don't know how to marinate something. Some steaks and some meats need to be marinated or seasoned for a while or cooked a certain way. So it's great. I'm sure. I mean, I think I've had elk burgers. I've had venison and stuff like that, but good for you. Like if you're hunting and good stuff. Official Tyler account. Papa Soy, how do you feel about the people getting the quote healthy choices at fast food restaurants? Is it bad? Well, first off, your issue is you're going to a fast food restaurant, so you're not planning properly. If you need to go to McDonald's to get food, like that's my only option. One, no, it's not. You're not making a good choice. You didn't prepare in advance. So this didn't have to happen. And they're not healthy. So a lot of people think they eat healthy and they eat crap. Even people that are intentfully eating, quote, clean, we talk about that all the time. It's not, what does clean mean? You wash your food or you wash your pan before you cook? Oh, great, you're not disgusting. So what are we talking about in terms of what's clean? You know, you wash your hands. Ooh, my meal was clean. What does that mean? So how do I feel about it? You shouldn't be going to fast food restaurants. Why? Why are you going to Subway? People like to make excuses for this shit. It's garbage. Why are you going to Jimmy John's or Quiznos or McDonald's or Burger King? Like there's no reason to go there. There's things called supermarkets and you go in and you buy food and then you make it. Ooh, shocker. And if you can't do that, then yeah, you're not going to do well, period. You're just not going to do well in any aspect of your life. Cosme Surfer. I hurt my shoulder at the gym. Any advice? Fix your shoulder.
Matt Damon.
I don't know what that means. So I'm sorry that your shoulder hurts, but yeah, I have advice. Do corrective exercise. Heal it. And don't do things that hurt your shoulder again. Prevent it. Preventative exercise. Corrective exercise. Yoga, mobility, dead hangs, club swinging, anything. I punch myself in face. Face hurts. How to fix. Don't punch face. But I like punch face. Hugo, MSQT. Why do you like so? That's accent. Why you like so much fucking gym? Why do I like so much fucking gym? Because gym great. Gym make muscle. Gym make not retarded. So we like gym. All right. Any other questions? That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. I'm done with those. We can move on. That's for sure. We can move right along.
That's deep.
All right. Drop a number in the comments. Let's see. We got a Swole card today. For a chance to win today's Swole card, let's pick a number. Merry Swolemas. Drop Merry Swolemas in the comments. Let's see what we got. Everyone, drop Merry Swolemas. The fifth Merry Swolemas I see, we will allow you to... The fifth one, drop it in the chat. Drop that Merry Swolemas. I will take one more question. No, we're not doing that. I see, Pedro. I know what you're doing. Merry Swolemas in the chat. You guys know better. No one's winning the Swole card unless you drop that hashtag. Okay. We will go with... Okay, it's Sterling. Sterling, Mr. Archer. All right. Sterling, pick a number 1 through 6. Sterling, pick a number 1 through 6. Not Loretta, sorry. It's Sterling. I guess I highlighted. All right, Sterling, pick a number 1 through 6. 1 through 6. 1 through 6.
What's in the box?
Uno, dos, tres, cinco. Ah, cinco. Here we go. All right. What's in the box? Are we going to survive?
I think I speak for most of my evidence.
To the corner. Sterling to the corner. All right. To the corner. My goodness. Keep on dropping Mary Swoleness in the comments so the next person can be selected. Sterling's in the corner.
When I say that the animal-based diet is one of the most outrageous trends that we have seen since we were telling women to live off coffee, steaks, and cigarettes.
The animal-based diet is the craziest thing? Ooh. Oh, boy. Abbey is not satisfied with being just retarded. We're taking the next step. Here we go. Abbey Dull. Let's continue.
And the consistent demonization of plant-based seed oils is one of the most pervasive talking points that has infiltrated communities well beyond the fringe carnivores.
So Abbey wants to defend industrial lubricants. She wants to defend highly processed waste products. That's what she wants. Oh, plant-based seed oils. Yeah, well, it's a plant. It's not cool plant-based. It's extracted, highly processed. If you don't know how high fructose corn syrup, that's sugar, but like all these seed oils are made, go and look at how they are refined and bleached and reduced, and it's disgusting. You don't want to put that shit in your body. Just looking at it, you're not going to want to eat it. She wouldn't want to eat it if she saw, but she doesn't care. She wants people to be sick, which is weird.
Consensus of good human research shows.
Ah, okay. So there's always key words from people that are grifters. And I don't want to say grifters, but liars, idiots, retards, whatever you want to call it, Democrats, liberals, whatever it is, whatever the mental illness is, or whatever, conglomeration and layering it is. The consensus. Newsflash. Science and nutrition isn't about consensus. There's a lot of consensus in today's day and age. And a lot of that consensus is dead fucking wrong. So yeah, in other words, when everyone is parroting the same shit and like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, usually it's the opposite. Whenever everyone or the mob mentality takes over, but climate change. Yeah, it's probably exactly the opposite. It's probably the literal exact opposite. Oftentimes, it's the complete opposite. So anytime everyone is rushing one direction, be like, let me not necessarily go the opposite direction, but let me step aside and not go with those fucking idiots. Always pause and second guess when everyone's like, no, that's it, the answer. You can't, you're wrong. That's the answer. No, everyone agrees. Everyone agrees. Probably not correct. There's a high chance that it's not correct. So consensus, that's a buzzword. Consensus is a buzzword that confuses idiots to think like, ooh, the people in the lab coats agree. 4 out of 5 doctors smoke Camels. Yeah. Talk to your doctor about Camels. Don't smoke those fucking Marlboro Reds. That's for pussies. Get yourself a Camel,
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Attacks on me. You're attacking all of science by saying that I'm wrong. Like, these are evil fucking people. Not all evil people wear fucking horns. They're sinister. Just little blonde woman. I have kids. I'm a nutritionist. All these industrial seed oils and lubricants that people are saying are bad. That's ridiculous. The consensus of science. What? Rockefeller science? The medical establishment that has been lying to you for 100 fucking years? Those people, that consensus? Oh, all the evil fucking faggots that tell you to eat garbage and are poisoning you and your grandparents and your parents and yourselves and your kids? Yeah, the ones that want to stick 100 needles in your baby's ass? Yeah, all those people, they agree that I should eat garbage? I wonder why. No shit. Shocker. All those fucking grifters and absolute parrots, they all agree? Yeah, I know. That's what all the lemmings agree. Yeah, that's what they do. I get it. I get it. Yeah, all we do is subsidize corn production and soy in this country. So everything has to be from corn and soy. Your orange juice has to be from corn and soy. Everything has to be corn and soy. Your cereal, your salad dressings, your fucking breads, everything's got to have corn and soy because, well, the government wants you and they'll give you money to grow GMO corn and soy. And if you try to use anything organic or do anything otherwise, they fucking try to run you off your land and shut you down and box you out and overcharge you and blah, blah, blah. And you're just, taxed and penalized into either bankruptcy, and then BlackRock or anyone else just fucking takes it over and adds it to their GMO lot. Or, you're just like marginalized and off the grid and you have to do like, regenerative agriculture. And then you're a conspiracy theorist. Your cows eat grass. How dare you? How dare you? There's food deserts in Baltimore. Couldn't be Democrat policies. Oh my God, you should grow more soy. All right, good rant. Here we go. Let's keep on going. What a fucking dumbass. Anyway, that's my rant about consensus. Let's continue.
Well beyond the fringe carnivores. The consensus of good human research shows that
okay, I'm pausing it again because it gets worse every time I hear something. The consensus of good human research. So what's good research? Research that you agree with? Research that you're cherry picking for whatever you're going to lie and grift to people about? The consensus of good human research. Well, usually what you do with research is you actually look at all of it. Not just what you call good, because that's subjective. What's good? What are you calling good? And the consensus. Oh, all these paid for parrots agree. No kidding. They're paid to agree. Otherwise, if they don't agree, they lose their license, right? They can't renew their board certification, or they're not going to get funding. They're not going to get grants. They're not going to get that $10 million grant. So what are they going to do? So they have to be like, okay, I'll study this again. I'll make sure we get those results. I promise. And if you don't get the results that, I don't know, Kraft or Frito-Lay or whatever it is wants you to get, or one of these, might not have their name on it. It'll be a third-party consulting company that'll be running the test because it's all red tape and they just obscure it and they obfuscate it. So then if they don't get the results that they wanted, guess what? It doesn't get published. It won't get out there. And they just kill the study. That's it. Who else is spending $50 million for fucking nutrition research that's going to be so minute? Like, this is just whatever information they get or grift, just like Pfizer and all these other companies, right? They manipulate their data and they don't even have to show their studies, right, to push through emergency use authorizations and all the crap that they do. It's a complete sham. So don't forget the consensus of good human research, not the survey or the I guess looking or the lens of all research. It's the consensus of science. This is the answer. Abbey Reed or Abby Sharp has the answer. This mom in Canada, she knows. Jack Skellington over here.
Consensus of good human research shows that varying the amount of omega-6 in the body from things like seed oils doesn't actually seem to increase inflammation. In contrast,
you need a study. You can just look at people. You can just look at people and be like, yeah, probably shouldn't be eating sludge.
the folks who are waxing poetic about the alleged dangers of seed oils are telling you to eat more animal products rich in saturated fats like beef tallow and butter.
Oh no. Oh my God. Because all fats are created equal. They're all the same. They're all the same. That industrial seed oil that's highly processed and manipulated and concentrated into quantities of products that no one would ever eat. You put in this much canola oil. It's like, well, you just ate 500 pounds of corn. That's normal for one human to eat. You'll sit there and just eat 100 ears of corn, right? On your fried foods and whatever. Okay.
This is bad advice. Hard stop. Research actually tells us that if you were to swap out that carnivore beloved butter with those so-called bad seed oils.
Anyone want to do that? Anyone want to put corn oil all over your steak?
You actually would reduce your risk of death by 17%.
How? How would that reduce your risk of death? And how are we studying? And what else are they eating? And how is it studied? What was the sample size? What was the longevity? What were the other factors? People don't understand, including her, how next to like literally impossible it is to do nutritional research because there's so many factors. You do realize that the human body is a complex system and you can't tease out all these variables. And 17%, here's like, this is the grift because she definitely didn't read the study. She did not read the study. She did not read the study. I cannot fathom her actually understanding and comprehending what this means because she doesn't understand statistics or numbers. 17%, that's not a big number. And here's what I'll explain. When you look at, for example, let's say you do a sample size of, let's say a large number, and you have like, for the amount of people, 0.00000001, and then you go 0.00000002. Wow, that's 100% increase. But the actual number, it's like, oh, that's like no one. That's like nothing. That's like negligible. So it depends on what you're talking about. That doesn't make it statistically significant. There's so many different ways you can manipulate statistics. It's very easy to manipulate statistics and to frame it differently. So 17% could be, for example, you ready for this? 0.000001 and 0.00000117. Not literally, whatever. But it's like, oh, wow. 0.000012 versus 0.000010. Oh my God, that's 20% more. Just saying, it sounds, and you use the bigger number because it doesn't sound big that way. But if you use percentages, wow, that's 100% more effective. It's double. So if you give out something and you have 10,000 people and one person gets sick, right? And then you give it to another drug and it's like 10,000 people and 2 people get sick. Wow, this drug had 100% more or 2 people got better versus 1. Wow, this one had 100% more effectiveness than the other one. Right? This one was twice as effective, but it's like out of 10,000 people, it went from 1 person to 2 people. So if you use percentages, it sounds like, wow, double the people. Wow, this one's so much better. They both suck. Make sense? Just saying, it's manipulative. Okay. She doesn't understand that. Or if she does, then it's worse.
I am done with the fear mongering and the categorically bad nutrition advice to eat more animal fats over plants.
I'm so torn between feeling bad for her for being so fucking retarded and just thinking she's pure evil. Because that term is getting a little bit overused. But how can you be that stupid and short-sighted? Like, you can't use functional, like, what was the argument? The argument wasn't even there. It's not even an argument. I'm done with people recommending more animal foods. Look at her. She doesn't look strong. She looks frail. She just looks frail. She looks skinny and frail. She doesn't look like she exercises. She looks like she eats, not to excess. She's not obese, but she looks like she has low muscle mass. I don't know. Her hair looks thin. it doesn't look healthy. She's definitely not mentally sane. How can you make those statements? How can you think that industrial ultra-processed oils are better for humans than like real fucking food? There's other factors. Bodies are complex systems. So you can't just be like, well, if you eat this, it's objectively good. Not everyone's the same, right? Everyone's gut biome is different and it takes months and sometimes years to like turn over these cells and to repopulate your gut. It matters. It matters. Okay, thank you for nothing. Sterling is in the corner. Sterling is in the corner today, or right now. Okay, drop it in the comments. Hashtag Mary Swolemas. Drop it in the chat. Hashtag Mary Swolemas. Let's go, Mary Swolemas. All right, let's go with Cerny. Let's go with Cerny today. Cerny, you can pick 1 through 5. Let's go with Cerny 1 through 5. Drop it in the comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Mary Swole. Sterling's in the corner. Keep it warm. I think Cerny is going to show up. Number 3. Number 3 indeed. Number 3.
What's in the box?
Christmas message. Oof.
It's Christmas week, and so I want to take a moment to remind you that you are a person who deserves respect, dignity, love,
to the
happiness,
corner.
and kindness,
to the
regardless
corner.
of your body size, body shape, and what you decide to eat over the next few weeks. 2025 has been one of the loudest years for diet culture and thin as in rhetoric that we've seen in the past few decades. And Christmas and New Year's is already loud, regardless of the year we've had previous. But I fear this year it'll be even louder. I've already had to talk to a small business
Look at her
today
nails.
about reposting people's stories where they're claiming to be the O word for having a fucking bagel. Like, hello? So what I'm going to do, in case this helps you, I'm going to set boundaries with people who insist on telling me about their new year, new me diets. Fuck off. I'm going to shut down any conversation about how much food people are eating. Like, stop commenting on what people are eating, especially right now. I'm going to check in with myself every day and make sure that I'm comfortable and none of that rhetoric is burrowing away in my head. I'm eating with intention. Watch an amazing amount of shitty Christmas rom-coms.
Oh my God. Yeah. When you don't have any friends and you don't have any purpose and you're morbidly obese and yeah, you just look so unhealthy. And why, if you're morbidly obese, why would you take that angle? So we're just seeing like you're fucking, you have more fat under your neck than I do around my stomach. It's just like looks like a goiter around your neck. Go to the fucking gym and eat a fucking steak. Let's see. Melissa on Telegram. Let's see what we got here. Melissa says, I went to college for dietetics. The curriculum teaches all about the toxicity of flavonoids and other phytochemicals in plants and plant products. She knows better. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. You know? I don't know. Because to know that you're lying to that's really sinister. I just don't know how you don't realize that what you're saying is ridiculous. Look at anyone who's fat. Can someone show me the fat carnivores? You know, where the people that say fuck seed oils, right? I'm one of those people. Yeah. Don't eat industrial waste products. It just makes sense. I don't need 6 degrees and have a PhD after my name. I don't have to be $500,000 in debt to use my brain. Because when you spend all that money on professional education, guess what? You have to justify that you didn't waste your fucking time and get lied to. So you get brainwashed for 4 to 10 years, and then you have to justify what you were told when you overspent for a bullshit fucking piece of paper. So people have to separate. It's just like when you got experimental gene therapy and then you have to defend it and still wear a mask to this day because you sold yourself down a river and you realize you made a mistake, but rather than admit you were wrong, your ego can't handle it. So then you have to defend a shitty position when everyone knows that you're not wearing any clothes and you're a liar and a grifter. And it's just old. It's old and no one gives a shit. And we know you're lying and we know you're wrong. So seriously, you have to compare. Okay. I'm not saying you have to go full carnivore. I've done it. I don't like full carnivore long term. Maybe for certain like instances, you have specific insulin sensitivity issues. Like it's not necessary for me like long term. But you know, if you look at a group of vegans versus carnivore looks healthy 999 times out of 1,000. You're going to see people that are tan. You're going to see people that are leaner, have muscle mass, whether they're lifting weights or not. You know, you see people that eat a lot of animal products. And here's the thing. If you're taking the average person, they eat red meat. Look at this. And most people, if you're told eating red meat is bad for you, what are they going to do? They're going to have other bad habits. And when you call red meat, are they eating McDonald's? Are they eating all these fried foods in addition to it? Are they drinking alcohol? Are they smoking cigarettes? Like, how are you teasing out all these things? So if you're eating grass-fed beef and you're getting sun, you're doing all these things, obviously it's everything together. But if you're not dealing with chronic inflammation, you know, it's very obvious who's doing better. You look at people that are eating quality foods, they just look better. They look better across the board. Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right. Yeah. So, Mary Swolemas, drop it again. Let me pick someone else. Mary Swolemas, drop that in the chat. Mary Swolemas, we got to get a winner. There's one more video. There's a couple videos. There's some good ones. You guys are picking all the hot messes. You got to pick a number 1 through 4, but drop the hashtag Mary Swolemas. We got one more attempt. One more intent. I like that. Paul on YouTube says eating with intention. And Buff Tom says eating with the intention of eating a lot. Yeah. You're eating with intent, like to stuff your fat face. And that's correct. Not all red meat is equal. That's my point. Red meat. All these people eat red meat. Full stop. People say they eat clean. So when someone tells me they eat red meat, do you mean you're just going to Wendy's and taking the meat off a bun? That's red meat, but it's also, quote, meat. What are you considering meat? Not all meat is created equal. Not all meat is cooked in the same thing. How are you cooking your meat? Are you cooking your meat with Pam? Are you cooking your meat with olive oil? Are you cooking your meat with coconut oil? Are you cooking your meat in tallow? Are you cooking your meat with whatever else? Pam? Whatever people are spraying on their shit. All right. We dropping it. Alex on Telegram. Alex in the Telegram chat. Mary Swolemas. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. My guy. Alex in the Telegram chat. Congratulations. Pick it. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the Telegram. Pick a number. Pick 1 through 4. 1 through 4. Let's see. Reed says, my uncle had heart problems and it got blamed on red meat, not the fact that he was a couple 100 pounds overweight. Ooh. Yeah. Right? Alex picks number 2. Number 2. Drum roll. Here we go.
What's in the box?
This one's called Cat.
All right. No blinking, no blushing, no giggling, no smiling. Sure. Fuck.
So this guy was so I saw this video and I was dying because it's obviously Morgan Freeman, but someone in the comments said Meowgan Freeman or Morgan Freemeow. So it's a black cat. It's Morgan Freeman's face. I died. And then I watched the video again, knowing what would happen. And I almost spit out my water again when I saw this. Meowgan Freeman. So I thought that was awesome. All right, based. All right, Alex, congratulations. Alex is the winner of today's Swole card. He did it. All right, Alex, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 3520 in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. You have survived. Fantastic. Good for you. Mary Swolemas. Mary Gaines with your earned card. So yeah, we have a little bit. So now in the show, it's just Swolio roulette. So we have like anywhere between it's like a 50-50. 50-50. Some shit, some funny. You got it. There's some chance involved. There's more chance. So what's funny, we had 0 for 2. Third time's the charm. Congratulations. Meowgan Freeman. I love that. So funny. All right. So we got that one out of the way. We got a throwback. And then, of course, tomorrow is officially Gainesmas, Swolemas, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. Throwback 559. Isn't that crazy? The numbered 559.
Put a mask back on.
No.
Stop letting them observe your face.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, dude.
And have the side benefit of better health.
What are you, retarded?
And protecting the rest of us in the world.
Down syndrome.
What is it, Down syndrome?
Put a mask back on.
All right, everyone, this is a stick-up.
I'm gonna do a nice one of Rachel Tell me that's not like a fucking clone. All right. Tell me that's not the same person. Tell me that's not the same person. Oh, I almost spit up my coffee. Yeah, that's it. Oh God, what? Damn. Well, I will say yesterday or the day before we did some throwback. We did like old throwback. So let me do another one. Let me just scroll. Let me see. We got here. Stop. No. No, I think we're good. I don't want to see anything. That was Rachel Maddow. That was pretty good. We'll actually leave it on that. That was pretty Rachel Maddow. Fam, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great Christmas Eve with you and your family. We'll see you tomorrow for 3521. And have a great day. Make sure you go to the fucking gym. By the way, we have awesome merch over there. PapaSwolio.com. Too late to get it for Christmas, of course. But we got gift cards. So if you need any last minute gifts, well, you know what to do. You can head on over there and check out some of the best sellers. Swollen, Let It Grow. Obviously, got some viral videos going around. Tell your Spanish people. Send them the Spanish video. We got more stuff coming. Lots of cool shirts. Lots of great Swole tunes over there. It's a Wonderful Lift, Swoller Express, Ugly Christmas Sweatshirt. Lots of great stuff for the new year. It's Fuck Your Resolution seasons. We're coming up on the taint of the year. We also have our Swole New Year's party next Monday. So that's like 5 days from today. So Monday, 29th at 12 noon Eastern time, major new releases. Very exciting. So we'll see you there for that. Can't wait. Awesome stuff. Can't wait to drop it. But until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.